Sup? Oh, it's Greggatron. What's good, everybody? Shout out to all the good people at home listening and watching. Yeah. Alright. So, yesterday I saw the video, the clip when Trump and J.D. Vance is talking to Zelensky. Man, Trump did the most gangster shit I've ever seen any politician do, ever. It's like, the way they handle that dude, straight GangstA. And I'm not saying gangster with the hard R, no. Trump is a gangster. How you gonna come in somebody else's house and act like you run the show? Like you're in charge here. Like you're barking orders. And from my understanding, I didn't watch the whole 45-minute, conversation. But when Zelensky said, oh, you're going to feel A, B, and C, Trump's like, whoa, 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 whoa. You don't tell us what we're going to feel. You don't tell us what we're going to feel. You're in our house. Gosh dang it. And he shut that dude down. He's like, you're not going to win this either way. First of all, when it comes to these wars, there's no such thing as a winner. But there's always going to be a loser. Right? So this guy Zelensky, he actually wants to win this. And Trump's like, first of all, you don't even have any cards on the table. Not on your own, you don't. Now, with us, yes, we can help you. You got some cards with us, but you ain't going to win this. And it was a little bit of a, I hate to use the word shouting match, because they weren't like really shouting, but it got kind of heated. And I like the way J.D. Vance dealt with that dude, too. Like, I like how J.D. Vance was like, hold on, Mr. President, let me handle this dude. Let me handle this dude. Let me handle your lightweight, son. That was just straight. Because here's the thing. For the last 4 years, Zelensky thought he kind of ran the show, right? Under Biden, Sloppy Joe, Sleepy Joe. But now that Trump's back, Trump's like, nah, man, we're not giving y'all no more money. We're not going to sit up here and say you're the good guy and Putin's the bad guy. No, we just want to end it all together. So, Zelensky, his little self, he didn't even get the satisfaction he wanted. And I love that. And then they kicked him out of the White House. So when that happened, it reminded me of 300. When King Leonidas said, no, Persian, you are wrong. You insult my queen. You threaten my people with slavery and death. No, Persian, you are wrong. And then the Persian messenger was like, I'm just a messenger. This is blasphemy. This is madness. Madness. This is Sparta! That's what it reminded me of. Then Trump said, this is America! And kicked his butt on out of there. Like, nah, dude, you ain't gonna come up in here with that stuff. And notice how transparent Trump is. Trump's like, oh no, we can keep the cameras rolling. We can let the people at home see what's going on. That way y'all don't try to impeach me again. No, let the American people see what's up. Because for the last 4 years, there was no transparency. But doesn't this feel like refreshing knowing we can actually see what's going on behind the scenes? That Trump actually pushes for what he promises kept. One thing I did notice, Trump during the campaign, he had said, I can end this war in 24 hours. When I'm president, it'll be done in 24 hours. I'm like, Trump, I know it's been a month, but it's still been more than 24 hours. Come on now. And then one of the things Trump has said was, you're dealing with very dangerous things right now. Something like that. You're getting into World War III. Your soldiers are tough, but if we didn't help you, this war would have been over in 2 weeks. I mean, that whole exchange was just straight. It looked like a movie. Like a mob movie. Yeah, but it was dope. It's just refreshing to see someone who doesn't back down. Someone who's not afraid of other people. Someone who can't be bullied. Someone who doesn't mind doing a little bit of bullying. Not to call the guy a bully, but you know what I mean. You know, Trump goes high when they go high. But notice how the whole thing was calm, peaceful, collective until the very last part. And then all hell kind of broke loose. But that's what shows his reserve. Because it looked like they were chilling. Everybody was chilling until they were no longer chilling. But yeah, you don't come in someone else's home talking mess. And I like how JD said, you should be thanking the president. You should be thanking him. And now, I guess they want an apology. I don't know if Zelensky should apologize. But just come to your senses, dude. Like, this ain't gonna work out the way you want it to work. You know what I'm saying? These things never end well. So yeah, I don't know what you guys think. Somebody at work told me, we're gonna get into a whole nother war because of, you know, that meeting. I was like, no, we're not. Trump ain't gonna let us get into no war. Trump is avoiding war at all costs. You know. But I hope you guys have a good Saturday, have a good weekend. I think we'll be just fine because Zelensky understands and Putin understands. They both understand. Trump is a tough guy, man. He's not one of these people fronting and pretending to be tough when he's not really tough. No, the toughness comes out when it needs to come out. You know. Alfred on The Dark Knight said, what happens when you meet someone who can't be bought, sold, bribed, bullied? What happens when you meet someone who just wants to watch the world burn? That's Trump, buddy. Except for the watching the world burn part. But that's why he got back in, because he can't be sold and bought and bribed and bullied. And the American people are tired of the okie doke. We're not giving you any more money, dude. We're not letting any more illegals into this country. We're going to be honest about where all this money's going. We're going to throw some criminals in jail or get them out the country if they don't belong here in the first place. We're getting rid of DEI mess. I mean, I'm happy. I'm a happy camper. See, Trump is a nationalist. He's putting the country first. All these other people, all these other wars, whether it be illegal immigrants or people from other countries, if they ain't got nothing to do with America, they got nothing to do with America. And there's people talking about, I'm ashamed of what happened the other night. I'm ashamed of what I saw. I'm like, really? You're ashamed to be an American now? Really? You're ashamed when the guy stands up for what's good? You're ashamed for this guy having a backbone and not just bending over or bending the knee to a foreign country? You're ashamed of that, right? But you weren't ashamed of the other guy when he was falling off of his bicycle, falling on the stage, falling off the stage, falling up and down stairs. You weren't ashamed of any of that. That's what I don't get about Trump haters. It's like, y'all say the way he talks to people is so bad, the way he deals with people, the way he treats people. They say it's so horrible. But y'all were perfectly okay with Biden opening the border wide up, letting people just pour in, putting them in hotels, using our money to house these people, feed them, clothe them, using our hospitals, everything, social services, every safety net in the book, EBT, you name it, food stamps. You're okay with all that and money going overseas to all these other people. But you weren't ashamed of any of that, though. But you're ashamed of how Trump treats people. I don't get it. Like, I would rather have somebody as my boss, like Trump, someone who's tough, someone who tells me when I'm messing up. For example, ooh, this is good. So y'all got me talking now. I had a boss when I worked security. Shout out to him. Whenever I messed something up, he would say with a straight face, with no anger. If anything, he was like laughing about it, but he'd be like, "Who trained you?" I was like, "You trained me." He's like, "Nah, I didn't teach you that. You must have picked that up from so-and-so. Because if you trained under me, you wouldn't have done that." I would rather have a boss like that, someone who tells me when I'm messing up. That's Trump, right? Than somebody who's like the other guy who's like tiptoeing around the problem. Because you got other bosses who, when you're messing up, they won't tell you anything. They'll just like hide behind the shadows until you continue messing up. And then it's too late. And when you do get in trouble, your supervisor says, "Well, I thought he knew he was supposed to do such and such. But you never told me." You feel me? I'd rather have the transparent guy who says, "Who trained you? What's wrong with you? You know you ain't supposed to do it like that." That's what Trump is doing with the country. Like, who trained this country in the last 4 years? Who's in charge here? It's like when a manager quits his job and then there's a new general manager or district manager and he's looking around like, what mess did I walk into? Who's in charge here? Who's in charge here? Who's your commanding officer? Yeah, let me fix this mess. Yeah, I would rather have a boss who is an a-hole than someone who's nicey nice. See, here's the thing. If Kamala Harris was the president right now, she'd be extra super nicey nice. She'd have her legs folded. She'd be all pretty-eyed, eyelashes battering. She'd be all bubbly and nice and sweet and pretty. She'd have her makeup on. She'd have her hands folded. She'd, have her hair all combed nicely. She got good hair. Kamala Harris got some good hair. Don't get it twisted now. And for her age, she is pretty. But Zelensky would have got everything he wanted out of her. And that includes every other foreign leader who she may have dealt with. Because he's just not tough. And, Biden, he was to the point where if he was still the president, he'd just be chilling. He'd just be shaking hands and kissing babies, giving everybody pats on the backs and high fives and thumbs up. He wasn't a serious person. And Kamala, she's so nicey nice. She's like a sweetheart. She's not somebody who I would follow orders easily. It would be difficult to follow her orders because she's so nice. And I'm not saying you should be mean. I'm just saying you need to be firm. Trump is firm. He's more firm than Kamala and Joe put together. There's no firmness about them. So I'm glad Trump is in for that reason, because he's tough. We need that toughness. We need that backbone. And it's okay to tell people no. Y'all need to watch this example. Like, continue watching this stuff. Because it's, like, so fascinating that the president is a gangsta. Y'all ever watch that movie, what's that? Dang it. What's it called? Not Brooklyn's Finest. There's another one about, no, not Street Kings. But it was about, like, dirty cops. Oh, Gangster Squad. Yeah. And I think Sean Penn was, like, the main bad guy. And he was, like, a boxer back in the day, right? Ooh, I want to watch that when I get home. But anyway, Gangster Squad is, like, about, like, the 1940s or something. And I think it's, like, Italian stuff. And all these guys have on suits. And I really like the visuals of it. But it's just cool to see a president who is just a straight gangster, in the sense that he doesn't give a dang about anything except for the country. Like, you're not going to tell us how we're going to feel. What? He said, you don't get to call the shots here. You're the one who needs our help. It's not the other way around. It's like when your friend needs your help moving furniture, and then that friend wants to tell you everything, even though that friend knows nothing about moving. Like, wait a minute, buddy. You asked me for my help. Let me do my thing. Alright? That's not even a good comparison. Anyway, I could talk for another 10 minutes, but I know it's the weekend and y'all got stuff to do. But I'll keep my eyes open. It's just fascinating stuff. Raise your hand if you think this is fascinating. You got two foreign leaders, not two foreign leaders, but you got two leaders in the room talking shit to each other. And the American people are just like, whoa. And then one of the guys in the room was asking Zelensky, why don't you wear a suit? Where's your suit? That was stupid. Who cares what he's wearing, you know? I don't care about what clothes he wears. But Trump did make him look very small and not in charge. That's how you should treat people when they come into your house. Like, whoa, I welcomed you into my house for my party. You don't act a fool at my party. That's why I keep swords everywhere. As a reminder, hey, don't act a fool up in here. I got blades. I keep a blade everywhere. Amen. Amen, brother. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all in the next video. Peace.